Hi guys, welcome to the Cracku Stoppers Meet, and thank you so much for coming here. And yeah, so could you please introduce yourself, like your name, your percentile, and a bit of a background?
Hi sir, my name is Shivanshu and I scored 99.76 this year.
Okay.
Last year I scored 99.57 and I am currently working as a government officer and that is it, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, sir. This is Aman Sahay, and I scored a 99.6 percentile this year. So I come from a commerce background. I did my graduation from Delhi University, and thereafter I also went to Ashoka University for their liberal studies course. And post that, I have worked for roughly around 3 years, and then I've decided to pursue MBA, and so here it is.
Okay.
Hi, so I'm Vatsal. I did my undergrad at IIT Bombay in computer science and I graduated in 2024. Since then, I've been working as a software engineer.
Okay. And how much did you score?
Yeah, I scored 99.6.
Yeah. So that's a great percentile, guys. So congratulations for that.
Thank you so much.
And scoring this much percentile it takes a lot of efforts, right? So how did you manage your studies, your college, or your job basically, along with the CAT preparation?
So sir, since I am a government officer, my work hours usually roll between 12 to 13 hours daily. There was no Saturdays, there were no Sundays. So even I worked on Diwali also.
Oh, okay.
So the only thing that I had to compromise was on sleep. Since the only two things, job, you have to keep your fitness level also.
Yeah.
So the only thing that the room is there for is for sleep only. So that is where Cracku has helped me a lot. Because for work professionals, the dash cards and the level and the analysis is the thing that actually helped me and sail to the exam.
Yeah.
For me personally, so I had resigned from my job last year around October because there was a personal situation at my hand. My dad had suffered a brain stroke and it required a complete monitoring and 24/7 care, and my mom was not able to completely look after him. So I decided to step away from my job and look after him. So that was a bit difficult because managing full-time or taking care of your loved one and then studying at the side was a little challenging. But what helped me personally was Cracku's daily target. So that I'm really grateful for, because it at least kept me connected to the process. There were days there where I'd not be able to study and the grief will come back, but I was at least making sure I'll give daily targets and mocks analysis. So I'll not do video lectures, but focus just on giving tests. So that really showed up in the exam, I think, because what people mostly fear is giving tests. So, everybody is equipped with their knowledge and their skills, but giving tests is something that comes with practice. So I think giving mock test and daily target test helped me a lot to perform well in the D-Day.
Okay. And Vatsal, you graduated in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, you have been working somewhere, or like you?
Yeah, I'm working as a software engineer.
Okay. So could you please walk me through your typical day during the CAT preparation? Like how did you?
So what worked for me was waking up in the morning. So either you could study after you come back from work, or you could study before you go to work. What worked for me was studying before I go to work, because I would be too tired after work, and I can manage and work fine because it's in an office. So I would study a little bit in the morning, maybe give a sectional test, and then I'll come back and I'll maybe solve some problems. I didn't do any video lectures majorly because syllabus, I felt I don't need to study anything. I just need to practice, get my speed up. So I think again, Cracku's sectional tests were very nice especially for QA. I gave almost all of them, and they were really helpful in helping me speed up. I took I think they have some 5,000 plus problem set that also I took just for practice, because I felt I needed to just speed up. My accuracy was fine. So yeah, that was really helpful. So I think I'll just wake up in the morning, maybe give a sectional mock. In the evening, I'll do some practice, and in the weekends, I'll do a mock test. So that was my 2-3 months. Yeah.
Okay. So when did you guys join Cracku, by the way?
Sir, I joined around July.
July. So and
I joined around February, but I started actively participating around June, July.
I started around October, September. October start, I started September end around. Yeah.
so guys, see, there is this misconception among the students. They say toppers never score low in the mocks or something. So I'm just curious, what was your lowest score in the mock journey? Because that is very not true, right? Okay, toppers also score low in some mocks. There are weaker sections and there are tough mocks. So I'm just curious, like, what was their lowest scores?
So, sir, actually, the CAT preparation entails you a maximum minima graph.
Yeah.
So my minima was like I scored like 75. That was my minimum. So that
Okay.
was it.
So for me, like personally, as I come from commerce background, so for quants was not like really easy for me initially, and so mostly due to my quants score, it will fall below 40 at times. What kept me going was my VRC and maybe DLR because I used to solve puzzle back in my childhood. So yeah, as much as like 40 to 50 percentile, it has dipped. So
Okay. And you went.
When I started when I gave my first mock, like I think I scored a 60, which was like quite unexpected. But yeah, like I think I worked my way up, and like slowly you work it up, like you practice more, you speed up more, and like
Yeah, and like, see, I totally agree with you. People get demotivated when they score low or something. So how did you prepare for that mentally? Like, what are the changes that you guys made in your preparation when you scored low or when you felt demotivated? So what did you change in that?
There are two things. When I felt demotivated, the only thing is that I did two things. Basically, I actually like to do long run.
Yeah.
So I run for like 21 kilometers or like so. And second thing, I talk to your family, talk to your loved ones. They actually helped you channelize your energy better.
Yeah.
But lastly, where Cracku comes in is when you see the analysis videos, when you see the YouTube videos, Maruti sir and Sally, they constantly motivate you.
Yeah.
To if you are demotivated, also you actually feel that you can do it. So that is where it is.
Similar for me, like there were two sides. Like there's a one personal side. Like just before the exam, I actually lost my father, and then took a whole huge toll on my mental health. But what kept me going was like I have made a promise that I'll do something good, and that the fire in me like got ignited, and then I was deeply motivated to study and not give up, even if the grief was coming back. And on a professional side, on a skill set basis, like what I used to do is just analyze my mocks, because that all I was left with that much time only. So I would just go and focus on the questions that I have not done properly, and just find a better way that I easily comprehend, like I can comprehend at least. So, and majorly focus on quants because that was the weaker area. So that helped me a lot.
yeah, I mean, I would also go on long runs. Like I would run quite regularly. I think that really clears up your head. And yeah, just take some time off sometimes. You know, you might get a bad score and it's fine. Like that's just a mock. And you would give mocks like there were some mocks I was scoring 140, but I didn't score 140 in CAT. So I mean, you either some days you'll score good, some days you'll score bad. But CAT would, in CAT you'll do mostly fine. Like it will be an average, hopefully.
Yeah, and like to be honest, I'm really sorry for your dad's loss. But the thing is, the way you came back, no, that's really inspiring for the students, right? So I just want to know your like how there is a weaker section in everybody's CAT preparation, right? So what was your weaker section, and like how Cracku helped you in improving the scores in that section?
So my weakest section was VARC.
Yeah.
Since being an engineer and then, but eventually I don't know how, but I eventually scored the highest in VARC in CAT. So that was a thing. The thing that I figured out was ki when you read a lot, Sally ma'am actually told to read a lot. So I read a lot. So that is the thing that I felt it actually helped me. Yeah. So
Yeah, and she also tells, like in many of her videos, to do the active reading, to
Actually,
write the main point, and that I think really helps, right? So, like, what was your weaker
So
section?
yeah, again, as I mentioned, like I was from commerce background, so maths was really not up to the mark for me. So for quants, how Cracku helped me was like it provided with the plethora of like sectional test and daily targets test, and also there were like video solutions available for each and every question. And the way Maruti sir used to explain, I think he would give the background also. He'll just not solve the question, and he will also provide the possible context, like what all formulas goes into this and how you can just learn about it. So I'll just keep a diary and keep noting whatever come to me through those tests, and that really helped me to do better with quants.
Yeah, I agree with Daman here. So, like in Quant, so I didn't again take any classroom preparation course. So there are some tips, there are some quick formulas which I didn't know, and then just watching the videos, watching the video solutions. Maruti sir will start teaching as well sometimes, and like tell the formula and the background about it. So that really helped, and those things you pick up just by practice. And apart from that, VARC again was the weakest section for me, and yeah, somehow I ended up scoring the highest there. And yeah, I think again it all comes down to practices and then doing the sectional mocks and practicing, watching the video solutions, getting how like once you see Sally ma'am solving it, you try to think like her, you know, and then you manage.
Yeah, and like when it comes to the overall approach after the mock test and all, right? So what are the things that you first of all, like how many attempts did you guys take like for the CAT? Like it was your first attempt or like the
Second attempt, sir.
second attempt, and your
This was my second attempt.
second attempt.
This is my second attempt. Yeah.
So what are the changes that you guys did in the second attempt, or what are the mistakes that you guys did in the first attempt that you improvised and then scored well in the second attempt?
Sir, in last attempt I got 99.6. So the only weakest link was VARC,
Yeah.
which I worked this time and it helped me score better.
Okay.
For me, I think last year I'd like scored 89 percentile, but with the context that I've just started preparing around October, so I barely had like 2 months that time. And this year around, what I did differently was staying consistent. Actually, I used to do daily targets at least, no matter what the situation at home was. So the daily targets and giving mocks, I've given like 40 or 50 plus mocks. And that has resulted differently in the result.
Yeah.
So my first attempt last year, like I just wanted to take the feel of the exam. I didn't really prep a lot. This time I did some preparation. I did some mocks, and yeah, again, like it's all about practice. I feel like if you have the practice, you know what to expect. The kind of questions would be somewhat similar. You rarely see something out of the blue after the box. So yeah, just practice.
Yeah, and guys, like I also want to know, for the students, those who are listening, who are preparing for the CAT 2026, one bit of advice that you want to give to them, that you have to do this thing if you want to score well. If you are not doing that, you are definitely on the wrong path. Something like that.
Sir, for me it is active reading in VARC,
Okay.
solving at least 2-3 good sets of DLR daily, and practicing quants and going from the basic approach. Don't try to memorize formulas, go from the basic approach, you will do very good. Just do from basics. That is my approach, sir.
Okay.
For me, I think it will be to give as much test as they can and do not take any score by heart, because and also a lot of time people were blaming Cracku that the tests were really difficult and unreasonable. But actually, when the D-Day came, the CAT was exactly like that, where people actually froze seeing the DLI section. So I think giving test and getting rid of your nervousness will actually help you in acing the exam. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to work on the exam temperament. Like if you are not able to solve one question and you get stuck there, it should not affect your next question. If you solve the first question very easily, you're very happy, it again should not affect your second question. So you need to work on your exam temperament and just practice. Like I'll just reiterate myself. One key tip which really was a game changer for me, especially in VARC, was like attempting to solve the whole paper. Like it might work for someone, it might not. So I was initially scoring very bad in VARC. I would attempt like 2-3 the RCs and then some VAs because I was underconfident. But I changed my approach and I just read quickly and try to comprehend and like just solve the whole paper. Try to solve the whole paper at least, and that really improved my marks from like 2x.
Yeah, and it happens in the exam also, like, right, when you stuck on a question, right, and you end up spending a lot of time there, it becomes very hard to skip that question and come to the next question, because you have to spend 1-2 minutes there also. Then you have to like there is this thing that goes on mind के यार पिछला क्वेश्चन शायद हो सकता था थोड़ा और उसके ऊपर टाइम लगाना चाहिए था. So like this thing happens a lot, right? And you gave a very good advice there, right? So yeah, thank you so much guys for joining here.